So I see a lot of things online, and there's a couple things I want to address. A real man is never busy. He will make time for you. And although that sounds great in theory, the reality of the situation is whether or not you have the ability to determine whether or not a man is being evasive or whether or not he's being genuine. So, what I mean by that is a man can be busy. There's nothing wrong with a man being busy. Now, if a man is intentionally dodging you or not responding to you or constantly avoiding you, then sure you can have some doubts. But to say anyone who doesn't make time for you isn't a real man is rather selfish. See, the thing about being busy, because busy is relative to the person. To say that a woman is busy, like, oh, I'm busy, I'm cleaning, you see that as an important task that needs to get done. And it is. But what men do in their spare time and what they consider themselves to be busy may not be important to you. Now, if the man says he's busy because he's working on a passion project or he's doing something that is non-work related, like it's not his real job, he likes to, I don't know, build cars. Now, in your eyes, he's avoiding you or he's not making time for you because he's constantly doing something. You want a man with ambition. You want a man that has goals. You want a man that's working towards something. So to say a man will make time for you, now realistically it sounds great. Like, oh, he wants my attention. He's gonna drop everything and jump for me. But that doesn't work in practice. Granted, there are guys like that. All right, I'm not saying that no man is gonna do it. There's probably about a 5% chance that you'll find someone like that. But most men are busy. Whether you guys like it or not, guys do things that women don't understand, that women have no interest in. A guy's not going to constantly tell you what he's doing all the time. It's just not realistic. It doesn't mean he's a bad guy because he doesn't want to tell you what he's doing. Well, let's just say guy has an issue with his transmission. He's working on his car. Do you really care? Poor guy had to go to AutoZone. They didn't have the park he needed, so he had to go somewhere else, whatever other car places there are. Terrible example for me to use because I don't really know much about cars, but just because someone is busy doesn't mean he doesn't want to spend time with you. Some guys are willing to drop everything and spend the time with you and do things with you. There's other guys who are just as great as the guys who are willing to jump. They have ambitions, they have passions, they have something that they want to spend their free time doing. Sometimes women put the pressure on the guy to, well, why did you spend 5 hours working on your car when you could have spent 9 hours with me? And that's extremely selfish. Everyone doesn't, not necessarily men and women. This works both ways. Men always want the woman to be available to them. And we can't constantly always expect people to be available for us. Everyone in life has objectives, goals, passions, things they're working towards. Now, granted, if you guys are already in a relationship and you guys have been in relationships and he's flat out ignoring you and you go days without speaking, he's not giving you the same time he used to, then sure, that's something you guys can talk about. But as far as new relationships go, you can't have that same expectation that a man is going to just jump and just do anything and everything for you because you want him to. And I know it sounds crazy and like to say that women are selfish for wanting attention, because that's not what I'm saying. But that's a conversation for a whole nother video. If you guys have any other conversations you'd like me to talk about, please leave the comments below. I'll respond to as many of them as I can. I'll catch you guys in the next